Okay, an important part of this unit is adding and subtracting decimals, obviously. And in my first example here, I have 12.904, or 12 and 904 thousandths, plus 13. Now I noticed something important about the 13. It does not have any decimals. Okay, it's just a whole number. And this creates a problem when I want to line up my decimals, because that's the key when you're adding decimals, is you want to make sure that you're lining them up. So if I look here, and I want to begin to do this, I'm going to go ahead and write 12.904, and watch what I do with the 13. Since the 13 is whole, I need to put it over here before the decimal. And I'm going to go ahead and annex 3 zeros. Anytime I add zeros to the end of a number, a decimal number, does not change the value of that number. It is very important that you put the 13 here and not over here, where many people do. Okay, it is a whole number, so it needs to be before the decimal lined up with the 12. Okay, make sure that those decimals are nice and lined up, and then go ahead and add as usual. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 1 is 2. 25.04. Now, if I were to ask you to estimate your answer, which you should do beforehand, but I kind of forgot. If I wanted to estimate this, I would be estimating numbers that are pretty easy for me to work with. That would be the 12. I might round the 12 up to 13. Plus, well, 13. And I can add those two numbers very easily. 13 plus 13 is 26. Now, is it my estimate pretty close to my actual answer, 25.904? Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay, so be prepared to actually estimate and to actually solve the problem. If we look at our next one, which is subtracting decimals, same deal with adding and subtracting decimals. The key is to line up your decimal points. And you always want to make sure that the bigger number is on top, because we haven't dealt with negatives yet, so we're not even going there. So I see that my 9.3 is bigger, so that's going to be the number that goes on top. Minus, and I'm being very careful to line everything up. Okay, it is very crucial that you do that. All right, so I notice that I cannot take the 2 away from the 5, so I have to borrow. 2 becomes a 12, 5 becomes a 4. 12 minus 5 is 7. 4 minus 0 is 4. 9 minus 0 is 9. Problem, can't do this. This becomes a 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. And this became an 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. You don't have to put the 0 there, but I did just to keep place value. So once again here, our actual answer is 4 and 947 thousandths. My key to this problem was making sure that my decimals were lined up and my numbers were in a nice, neat row. If I wanted to estimate this answer beforehand, I would say I would estimate my 93. So let's do that. Let's estimate. I would probably estimate my 93.9 to 94 minus 89.0. You know, I want to make this easy on myself, so I'm just going to make that 89 and 90. 94 minus 90 is 4. I would also accept estimates like 3, even 5. I would probably accept 2, because all of these are very close to this guy. Okay, as long as you're showing me what you are estimating your answers to, that is fine.